cool back then. You made me block my friends. I guess we met our ends. Love, flip me again. I'm off that once again. The devil slipped me once again. I got that Colgate, give me riding in the Benz. I got no time for us, nobody to fight for us. Might not need your type of love, so tell me where's the sight for us. The shorty screaming Mayday, Mayday. Can I be a lady, lady? This plane is crashing. I'm yelling Mayday, baby, yeah. You made of plastic, always overreacting, always for reactions, and I'ma go subtract it. My money always hiding. I got me a new chick that be calling me like Jasmine. X's and O's, I don't wanna know what's happening. Brody told me slow me or I end up money in a basket. Told her this plane crashing. I'm yelling Mayday, baby. You made of plastic, and ain't no way you play me. I guess we cool back then. I guess we cool back then. I guess we cool back then. I'm yelling Mayday.
Land of the free and the home.
It's always fun to look around and see fans singing our Stars Spangled Banner, getting in the spirit. Should be a good one tonight. Don't go away. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. In this era of player empowerment, no aspect is more important than their determination to make sure their voices are heard. As continued cases of social injustice come to light, they refuse to simply shut up and dribble, if you get my meaning. Instead, they're using their platform to affect change. Kevin, it's a movement among some very determined players.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Trevor Ariza out there with Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope. And it's Drummond in at the center position. We've got a primetime interconference rivalry, Greg. What do you expect to see here tonight?
It could be a feeling out process early, but I do think once the teams get going, expect it to be physical and contentious.
And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Down low, here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Schroeder finds Caldwell Pope. Stolen by none. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Off target with the open look.
And as impressive as the numbers were for Jimmy Butler in the bubble, they don't begin to tell the whole story. He was hitting clutch shots for the Heat during that run in the postseason.
Now here is Davis after LeBron James's miss. And again, the Lakers no good.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
None with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Here's Butler. Stays with it and hits the off-balance shot. You know, Greg, going back to Jimmy Butler, it felt like each series he had a few big shots.
I mean, everything you want from your leader. The big shots, motivating others, setting an example with this play. Butler played as well as any leader in the postseason.
Here's Schroeder. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
The Lakers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. Drummond finds Caldwell Pope over none. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Here's Adebayo. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Caldwell Pope against Robinson. Miami leading by 6. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Lakers. Heat also with the sub. Heroes checked in for Robinson. Here's Adebayo. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. James looking it over. Pass to Schroeder. Kicks to Davis. Back to Schroeder. Over none. Here's Drummond. He feeds it to Davis. Over none. Los Angeles with another miss. The Heat leading by 8. Adebayo with the ball. He's picked up by Drummond. None, wide open. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby. Make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, he made sure to find the other.
And the basket is good. Nunn's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Tremendous adjustment in there. They're hard to stay focused on the hoop when you got to do that.
Schroeder passes to Davis. Here's Caruso. Lakers whipping the ball around now. Schroeder off target with his 3.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Pass to Hero. Butler up top, covered by LeBron. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Heat. Bielitsa, he checks in for Ariza. Iguodala comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. A minute 42 left in the first quarter of the game. Now the pass to Hero. It's Bielitsa. The shot will not fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Drummond finds James. Here's Caruso. He's covered by Iguodala. Davis, the pass to Schroeder. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Again, the miss by the Heat. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 8-point game. Offensive rebound. Here's Davis, and he banks in the layup.
Okay, look how competitive Davis gets for the board. He knows how valuable second shots are.
Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Dragic, the pass to Bielitsa. Now Dragic. It's his first trip to the line.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
And that one falls for Dragic.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Lakers trail by 8. Caruso, the pass to Harrell. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Dragic. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Bielitsa kicks to Dragic. Iguodala outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Strus. The tray. The Lakers with the rebound. Here's Horton Tucker over Iguodala, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Yeah, great job of getting the look before the horn sounded in game 2.
And so it's the Miami Heat with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago about his teammates.
These guys work so hard, and they're young, and they're professional with it, that you're planting that seed early. So they can only get better, and they're learning, and they're gaining confidence because they're playing so well. So with me being here with these guys, we're special.
Well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question, it's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Heat, Iguodala out there with Nemanja Bjelica. Then there's Achua. Then there's Dragic. And it's Strus in at the 2. Here's Strus. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And Those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Markieff Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Alex Caruso. The Heat also with a sub. Robinson's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Over Dragic. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Heat leading by 14. Here's Robinson. Horton Tucker with the rebound. Lakers have gone 0 of 4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Here's Morris. He hits it from 9.
Morris is such a gifted scorer in the paint. He utilizes both his height and weight to get deep inside.
Dragic looking for an opening. And it's Strus missing for Los Angeles. They've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And see, Webb, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, GA. I mean, KCP rededicated himself to defense. He tries to do more with less touches now. And that's the mindset you need to have playing with stars going for a championship.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. No luck that time either.
Not what you expect out of him. He was due to cool off a little, I guess.
And Trevor Ariza, a different player now than he once was, but during his prime, he was as athletic as anybody on the floor.
You can say that again, Jay. And he's done a good job adjusting his game as he's grown older. He went from mostly a slasher to a 3-and-D player. I mean, it's allowed him to have a lengthy career.
None, that's good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Here's Horton Tucker after the Heat pick up 2. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. None against Schroeder. To the paint, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Markieff Morris. The Heat have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
First one falls for him. Andre Drummond's checked in for Morris. And Adebayo drops them both. LeBron with it. Caldwell Pope finds James. Back to Caldwell Pope. Lakers passing it around. Pass to Drummond. It's stolen by Adebayo. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. That free throw, no good.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
That one is no good. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Drummond trying to get himself free. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
And the Lakers call time here. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
Now here's Schroeder. James, the pass to Schroeder. Over none. That one wide left.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Heat shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First free throw is good.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Some changes for the Lakers. Marc Gasol comes in for Drummond. And it's Alex Caruso in for Caldwell Pope. And Miami also making a switch. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Trevor Ariza. Caruso, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Andre Iguodala.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now, here's Nunn. He's got 10. And that one's good by Butler.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Davis kicks it over to Schroeder. James outside, shoots it up. Gasol trying to free himself up. And again, the Lakers, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Outside Butler. Floats it up for Adebayo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
Now here's James over Butler. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Hero, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Schroeder. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 11 rebounds in the game. Butler from outside. The shot misses. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Heat as they end the second quarter on a 20-3 run. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, how'd you see it?
I love the way they're getting after it in the paint. Moving bodies, attacking the rim, scoring at will. Sometimes teams try to hurt you with the three ball. They went right for the heart of the defense. Look at them to keep pounding it inside and staying physical.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
The shots were not dropping for them, and now they're in a big hole. They gotta be talking about a way to get shots. Their shot selection, not at all what it needs to be.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We've seen Kendrick Nunn really having a great game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Now here's Schroeder. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Reza passes to Nunn.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Nunn's gotten about everything to drop here, shooting 6 of 7.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Deep 2 from Robinson. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And this is the level of unselfishness that Butler brings. A total pro who moves the ball well.
Here's Schroeder. Here's Drummond. Goes up again. Great D that time from Adebayo.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Schroeder. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And here's Los Angeles. They're scoreless since the first half. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament, get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Drummond. That one rolling around and rims out. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Heat. Haven't given up any points here in the second half. Butler, no good.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
Now, here is Robinson, following the miss by Anthony Davis, and stolen by Drummond. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Schroeder, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
Well, with as much defensive attention as AD gets, the passing lanes will be open for him, and those are the passes he needs to make.
And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him, and they had to juggle multiple stars, but man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys, and he has taken off.
And Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Harrell, he's checked in for Drummond. Markieff Morris comes in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
The pass to Strus. Knocks down the 3 ball. Strus has got 5.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Caruso. Rockets with some nice D. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Iguodala. Plays it up and banks it in.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Caruso. Great D that time from Adebayo.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Passes it to Bielitsa. Good ball movement here by Miami. Shot clock at 5 to the right side. Here's Dragic. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And another shot. Dragic kicks to Adebayo. The 3. Iguodala. No good. We've got 1:13 left in the third. Here's Caldwell Pope, and it's blocked.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Floats it up for Adebayo.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
And the Lakers with possession here. Here's Caruso. Los Angeles with another miss. To the wing on the left. Dragic with a wide open look. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They need this, and Caldwell Pope lays it in. Caldwell Pope's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, the blinding speed of Caldwell Pope is virtually impossible to match up with in transition. He just gets down the floor so incredibly quick.
They get it back. Pass to Strus. A rebound by the Lakers. 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Morris right side. Over Bielitsa. No good with the wing jumper.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Picked away. One-on-one fast break. The 3 from Morris. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
He's showing he has the ability to hit huge shots. That's got to fire him up.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Heat opening up a huge gap. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth. Hero out there with Dragic. Then it's Nemanja Bjelica. Then there's Achua. And it's Strus in at the small forward.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Good work there as it goes.
Oh, you get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Miami. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Makes it off the glass.
On the drive, Dragic's footwork really shines. His ability to make quick moves around the defense gets him to the rim.
Here's Caruso. Count the basket.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Heat have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to Achua. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
And that one falls for Achua. And some changes here for the Lakers. Jared Dudley's checked in for Morris. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Gasol. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Matthews. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And the 7'1" Gasol sees over the defense with ease. I mean, fantastic at spotting the open man.
Here's Robinson. The teardrop falls in.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Here's Schroeder. Misses from close range.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Offensive rebound. Achua. And Gasol sends it back.
Wow. Trying to challenge Gasol. Big-time two-way player. He gets it done on both ends. Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Now here's Schroeder. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Shooting for Los Angeles. That's good from Schroeder. At the line for 2. And he makes the first, but misses the second. He'd have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
Clearly a foul.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Schroeder. That shot, no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. Here's Achua. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Achua's got 11 in the second half. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Now here's Schroeder. D right on him. Los Angeles with another miss.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
Hero passes to Akpala. Here's Dedmon. Count it.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Oh, just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Now here's Schroeder. Got a hand on it, but they get it back. A 3 from Matthews. And again, no good by the Lakers. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Hero. Dedman in the high post. Outside Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hero. And there's another one for the Heat.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here.
Horton Tucker's shot is off. The Heat have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. There's the pass to Dedman. Back to Robinson. Passes it to Achua. Takes the 3. Outside for Robinson. Pass to Hero. Goes back up. Shooter comes with the double team. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Heat.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Bam Adebayo.
Well, he showed what it takes to be a great rebounder tonight. Fighting for position, boxing out, never getting outworked down low.
And here's Schroeder. Pass to Horton Tucker. And here is Gasol. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, how confident are you that you guys can build on this win and keep the momentum going?
Very confident. Like I said, we got a great group of guys. If we play together, play hard, we can win.
I know you'll like to keep that going as we go on in the season. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.